Cam Ward goes from a 0-star coming out of high school,
Exactly.
triple option I read, offense. So didn't even really get a chance. Incarnate Word does his thing. Then he goes to Washington State, does his thing. Transfers to Miami for $1.5 million, $2 million, whatever it ended up being. Transfers that school back to what it used to be as a dominant force, and then showcases himself to not only potentially be a Heisman and all that, but ends up being the number 1 overall pick. From 0 stars to the number 1 overall pick, all betting on yourself, believing in yourself, and never changing. There's a video, obviously, that has come out of him and Shedeur Sanders talking. And Shedeur said, like, hey, we should make a song together or whatever. And he go, I don't make songs. He said, I'm a football player. When people search Cam Ward, I want to say American football. That is all I want. Tennessee got a great one down there with an amazing story, an American dream. I think that is what the draft is all about, like lives changing forever. Some great, some good, but if you get in the building, you got a chance. 9-year NFL vet, Darius J. Butler is here. D-Butch, your big takeaway from draft weekend and your thoughts on the draft as a whole.
Draft weekend was great. It always is. Like you mentioned, 257 guys realizing their dream, and almost nobody goes as high as they think they should have gone outside of, obviously, the first pick, and then Travis Hunter, big splash move by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Didn't talk enough about Cam Ward, I don't think, obviously because of the Shedeur, and he probably was the most polarizing prospect coming into it. But, yeah, Tennessee Titans, you got a division where you got a bunch of young quarterbacks. We still got a lot of shit to figure out here in Indy. Jacksonville still really figuring out their situation, I think, even though they paid Trevor Lawrence. So this could be a potentially franchise-changing move with drafting Cam Ward. You mentioned all of the intangibles. You know, we see what he could do on the football field, but those videos with Shedeur, those training videos, that's kind of been an ongoing thing the last couple off seasons, them training together. You see a lot about, just who he is, and obviously we know who he is as a football player, so I hope that story continues to go on.
The other thing was, you guys talked about Cam Ward, who is like, because of the Shedeur thing, I think we all, as like an NFL world, haven't probably talked about Cam Ward enough because we've known he was going number 1 for a while. We interviewed Mario Cristobal, his coach of Miami, during draft week on the Insiders. Finished the interview, and you're like, all right, hey, thanks for coming, appreciate it. He was like, guys, like, the interview's over, cameras are off, but like we could still see him. Guys, listen, he is a dog. He's like, Cam is just wanted us to know, just not for the public, just for our brains, that this guy is a dog. He's like, he will change that franchise. He is the best, and I guarantee you he will be successful. And I was like, that is like, okay. And he gave a bunch of examples why, like just the time he puts in and all that, but like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was.
I love hearing that about people because that's kind of what we promote on the show, basically. Like, hey, you need dogs. That's all. That's literally all you're trying to do is find somebody that loves ball and is a dog. That video that's circulating of him and Shedeur talking about making a song and him saying American football. It's a football player. And I think his dad, and you never know what's real and what isn't real. Calvin, is his dad Calvin Ward? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's his dad. Does he have an X account?
He does.
Okay, so he tweeted I think Schrager said something about all this guy wants to do is play football. And Calvin A. Ward, maybe? Is that the Twitter account?
I believe that is him, yes.
So
I believe that is him.
That tweeted or threaded underneath that and said, that's it. That's all he wants to do. All he's ever wanted to do. Like his dad was like that. He is a football guy through and through. Yeah. And it feels like not only has that served him well and probably had to make him be a gritty, 0-star recruit. Think about that.
Boy.
We talk about Bone.
The crazy
we talk about
story.
Bone.
Yeah, exactly.
We talk about Bone here. Bone was washing his own pads down in D3, wins a national championship at a left tackle. That big Bone. That guy loves ball.
He does.
That guy loves ball. D1 football is, at moments and times, incredibly hard and difficult.
There you go.
That's 100% correct. That's all he wants to do. He's always been that way. Yeah. So it's Calvin A. Ward, too. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Still got it.
Calvin Award.
Yeah. Bingo. I think that's potentially how I remembered it because they were awarded this guy. I think they got a guy down in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
I think they do. Feels like all indicate from what we believe in the way we talk. If the guy has enough talent and he's a dog, he's going to be good. That's legitimately how I feel.